Last week, we started this topic explaining the 5 words mentioned in the New Testament that summarizes how Satan works against us. And so far, we talked about one of these words, which is the word devil himself. We explained the meaning and the nature of this word devil. In today's episode, we are going further to discuss the second word mentioned in the New Testament, exposing how Satan operates, and that is coming up next. Hi everyone, my name is Nashy Uhuru. Welcome to the Uhuru Reports. As we continue in this teaching, we now come to the second word that describes how the devil works against us, which is the word wise. This word wise is taken from the Greek word methodos. It is a compound of the words meta and odos. The word meta is a preposition which simply means with, and the word odos is the Greek word for a road. By compounding these two words into one, they form the word methodos, literally translated the Greek word methodos, meaning with a road. This means that the devil does not have as many tricks in his bag as he would have you to believe. The word methodos, or wise, plainly means that the enemy travels on one road or one lane. In other words, he primarily has only one avenue of attack trick in his bag, and he obviously has learned to use that one trick very well. I strongly believe that this word wise was carefully selected by the Holy Spirit to alarm us on how the devil operates and to tell us exactly how he comes to attack and assault the believers. Now, what is that one trick that the devil uses against people? Or perhaps we should more correctly ask, if the devil operates on one single avenue of travel, where is that diabolical road headed towards? These questions will lead us to explore the word devices. In 2 Corinthians 2:11, Paul gives us a clue as to where this road the devil is traveling on is headed when he says, "We are not ignorant of Satan's devices." This word, devices, is taken from the word pneumata, which derived from the word nous. The word nous is the Greek word for the mind or the intellect. However, the form pneumata as used by Paul in 2 Corinthians 2:11 carries out the idea of a deceived mind. Specifically, this word devices denotes the insidious and malevolent plot of Satan to fill the human mind with confusion. It actually depicts the insidious plots and wicked schemes of Satan to attack and victimize the human mind. One expositor has even stated that the word devices bear the notion of mind games. And with this idea of mind games in mind, you could translate this verse as, "We are not ignorant of the mind games that Satan tries to pull on us." Even Paul knew about these mind games, which the devil tries to pull on people, because he himself had to deal with these mental assaults of the adversary from time to time. It was this very reason that Paul said, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ." 2 Corinthians 10:5. The devil loves to make a playground out of people's mind. He delights in feeling their emotions and senses with illusions that captivate their minds and ultimately destroys them. He is a master when it comes to mind games. And like Paul, we must make a mental decision to take charge of our minds and take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. We must stop listening to ourselves and start speaking to ourselves instead. Considering these words, wiles, and devices, we now understand two vitally important things we must know about the devil's strategy to attack and victimize our mind. First, the word wise, which explicitly tells us that the devil travels in a road or on a road. And this road obviously is headed somewhere. Where, you may ask? The word devices explicitly tells us that this road is headed towards the mind. This is because he knows that whoever controls the mind also controls that person's health and emotions. The enemy, knowing this, he therefore seeks to penetrate our intellect, that is, our mental control center, so that he may flood it with deception and falsehood. And once he accomplished, then from this position of control, he can begin to manipulate that person's will and emotion. When this penetration into the mind is accomplished, and once the adversary has paved a road into the person's mind and emotion, the process of mental and spiritual captivity is well underway. If this devilish process is not aborted by the power of God's words and by the renewing of the mind, it is only a matter of time before a solid stronghold of deception will begin to dominate and manipulate that person's self-image, emotional status, and his overall thinking. That is it for today, my friends. Make sure you like this video, comment, and share. Subscribe if you have not. God bless you.